Hi, my name is AJ Nutter.
And I'm Deanna.
I was raised here in South Wichita and attended St. Anne's, and then I went on to Bishop Carroll.
I went to St. Francis and then to Mays High School.
Apart from a stint in the Marine Corps, we've gone to St. Anne's our whole marriage, which we just celebrated our 10th anniversary. Growing up, both of our parents did their best to teach us about being fiscally responsible. They helped us massively. We were both averse to debt and only got our first credit card together when we decided to work on our credit to help us buy a car. We did our best to avoid debt and managed to live paycheck to paycheck. We watched as our bank account dipped below $100 at the end of each pay period. At one point before my first deployment, we even had to get a loan to make do. While this was alarming and should have been a wake-up call, we continued on as normal. We avoided our bank statements until I felt like I had to verify the money was in the account before buying anything.
I even refused to look at it at times because it was way too stressful.
Before coming back from California, we bought our Ford Explorer. We put a down payment on it, but financed the rest. In January 2015, I had an epiphany. If I could put a couple $100s a month aside in our non-existent budget, I could start investing. After much thought, I decided the best way to use the money was to pay off the car loan. We started making extra payments in addition to the regular monthly ones. Around June or July, my parents approached us about Financial Peace University. They offered to put us through the class that they were teaching if we were willing to give it a good try. Through the course of the class, you create a budget. This was our first real attempt at soul searching. We printed off a few monthly statements to find where our money was going, and I was horrified. Being the impulsive one, I somehow managed to spend consistently over $400 a month on random stuff. Seeing that I was the one causing our problems was devastating, but this realization only furthered my resolve to do better. We completed the course and have actively been following the plan for over 2 years now.
The biggest thing I remember was finally feeling calm and secure with our finances. We generally didn't fight too often, but when we did, it was usually about money. FPU helped us get our act together, to work with each other to tell our money where to go. It was much more than just a finance class.
When you're in financial trouble, it seems almost like you're on a sinking boat. I now see FPU as a life jacket. You can put it on before or wait until the boat starts sinking first. If you have the jacket on and water starts coming in, you aren't worried as much about life or death. You can address the problem and start bailing water out. If you don't have the jacket on, you're first focused on survival, and then when you figure it out, the boat's almost full of water. A large part of FPU is to have an emergency fund. We had been working on this for quite a while when we had what we call our $1,000 weekend. One week in April, we needed to have a plumber come by to do some maintenance on the house. Then, my car started smoking from under the hood. We had it towed to the mechanic and then had to get a rental car.
Then the spring on the garage door snapped. At this point, we normally would have been underwater. However, we had been working very hard to save for our emergency fund for this very reason. Although we still had the stress of the unexpected expenses, we weren't worried about how we were going to pay for it. We were working together and not fighting. It was a blessing that ultimately brought us closer together. We got to experience the peace in Financial Peace University.
Our parents imparting on us just the basic principles of money management helped us prevent poor decisions that have lasting effects. This gave us a structure that we have successfully used, and the class has made a huge difference for us. Now it seems our only money problem is what to do with the extra. Controlling your money feels like you're giving yourself a raise. FPU will help you set the firm financial foundation that you'll be able to build upon the rest of your life. I hope that you would consider it, and we look forward to seeing you there.